The judge in the Delphi murder case disqualifies Richard Allen's former attorneys. Now on Daybreak, what she said about them in yesterday's hearing and the new date for the trial.
A deadly Halloween party mass shooting leaves the future of an event rental business in jeopardy. The woman who rented out the space speaks to News 8 about what happened and the action her landlord is taking now. Plus, children in Lewiston, Maine head back to school after a chaotic week that saw the deadliest mass shooting in state history. Ahead, reaction from students and the new information released about the months leading up to the attack.
News 8 Daybreak starts now.
It's 9 o'clock. Good morning, and thank you so much for starting your day with us.
Sun's up. Temperature's not yet, though. Tara, this has got to kick in eventually.
It will, I promise. It is going to get a little bit better. We're going to see lots of sunshine this afternoon. Those temperatures still anywhere between 10 and 15 degrees below normal, but we've got some warmer temperatures on the way just in time for the weekend. How about that? Let's take a live look here from our Wish TV tower cam. Much better view than what we've had earlier this morning. Still hanging on to a little bit of cloud cover here in central Indiana. We've got temperature right now 30 degrees. And how about this? Calm winds. The winds are not going to be anywhere as breezy as they were yesterday. So that is another good factor for your Wednesday. 28 degrees right now in South Bend. A little bit cooler farther northward. 30 Fort Wayne, Richmond as well. 26 degrees. Good morning to you in Bloomington. 28 in Columbus. And sitting at 30 degrees right now in the Evansville area. Most locations dry right now. However, we'll go a little bit farther northward where we have some colder temperatures moving over the relatively warmer waters of the Great Lakes. That's cranking up that lake effect snow machine. So we've got some snow showers here. Getting a little bit better here in the last hour or so. Just a few flurries around LaPorte County, also into South Bend, and stretching all the way down to Rochester. You may be seeing a few flakes flying, but the bulk of the snow that we saw yesterday, a few of those flurries, now off to the east of us. We're going to see a little cloud cover this morning, and then mostly sunny skies into the afternoon. Very light winds. Temperatures today still below normal, about 45 degrees with a high temp in Indianapolis, 42 South Bend and Richmond at 43, and then mid-40s farther south and west of Indianapolis. We'll talk much more about the warmer temperatures and have your weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Journalism. It's time for you guys to start being journalists.
That's attorney Andrew Baldwin's message to reporters moments after a judge takes him and his partner off the Delphi murders case. In court, Judge Francis Gull says gross negligence by Richard Allen's attorney led to the catastrophic leak of evidence in the case.
Baldwin and Brad Rosie first withdrew from the case nearly 2 weeks ago over the leak and then later blamed Gull, saying that she had coerced them into the decision. With Allen's new defense team in place, Gull set a trial date of October 15th, 2024. That is a delay of about 9 months from the original date.
A business owner is speaking out after a deadly mass shooting at a Halloween party in Indianapolis. She says her landlord locked her out of 3 places where she holds active leases. The owner of well-branded space rentals admits to renting out the space where the tragic party took place. She says the person who paid her to host a party followed her policy to not host an event with minors, but kids armed with weapons still crashed the party. The owner believes the alleged shooter opened fire when he was denied entry for wearing a ski mask. A 16-year-old girl died in Sunday's shooting. 9 others are recovering.
A Northwest Indianapolis fire has turned into a homicide case. Police say a man found at the scene had been shot and has now died. The fire happened yesterday morning in an apartment near 59th and Guyon Road. The Pike Township firefighters found the man soon after they arrived and called in police to help. IMPD says homicide detectives and arson investigators are working together on the case. They've not released the man's name.
Firefighters say no one is hurt after a large blaze at the Frankfort Senior High School. The press box on the football field caught on fire. It happened around 9 on Halloween night. Investigators say no one is hurt, and the fire is still under investigation.
A local police department is urging parents to check trick-or-treat candy closely. Middletown police in Henry County posted a parent found a small pill in a trick-or-treat bag and brought it to the police station. The pill given to us tested positive for methamphetamine. It goes on to say if you find something, don't handle it with your bare hands. Call the police department. Lewiston High School in Maine is a place of learning once again this morning after serving several days as a law enforcement command post. Students returned to classes yesterday and even went trick-or-treating. It is a stark contrast to the scene after the deadliest mass shooting in Maine's history. Authorities used the campus and the athletic fields as a station place for helicopters and hundreds of cars and trucks during the investigation. District Superintendent says there is strength in gathering back together. Here, a student describes the feeling of walking back through the doors.
I felt my stomach kind of drop a bit, not because I felt unsafe, but because I felt like what's going to happen from here on out. I was really unsure and uncertain of things that are going to happen, how everybody was going to react, the people who were affected. And it was just a weird experience to walk through school, see people still talking and life going on.
18 people died in last week's shootings. Newly released documents from investigators indicate the accused shooter's family reported concerns back in May. Investigators also say he may have targeted the restaurant and bowling alley because he was delusional and thought that the businesses and others were disparaging him online. 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Happening today, the Blue Jackets are back downtown Indianapolis as thousands of students visit for the National FFA Convention.
News 8's Hernan Gutierrez went to the convention center ahead of the kickoff.
More than 70,000 students, teachers, and other guests will be downtown for the FFA National Convention and Expo. And as you can see, lots of students are taking their pictures, arriving to the convention. Right now, I'm being joined by some of the state officers. Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about where you're from and what you guys do for your local chapter.
I'm Kylie Temple. I'm Oregon FFA's vice president, so I'm serving the state of Oregon.
I'm Kate Gordon. I'm currently serving as the treasurer for Louisiana FFA State Organization.
I'm Jorge Rivera, and I'm currently serving as the state president of Puerto Rico.
Awesome. Well, Kylie, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about what you're looking forward to this week.
There's a lot I'm looking forward to, but I think the thing that makes National Convention is coming down the escalator and seeing all these Blue Jackets from all these different states, and it's just such a community. And you think maybe, okay, we're all from different parts of the nation, but no, agriculture truly makes something so big feel so small. We're all connected, and we're all so supportive. So that environment is what I'm looking forward to.
That's awesome. Kate, tell us a little bit about what you do for your state organization and how you guys have been preparing for the National Convention.
So we almost have 13,000 members in Louisiana, and what I do is go to those members, their chapters and their schools, go to them, see what programs they're involved in, and hopefully get them prepared for competitions here at National Convention. And then we also meet with our sponsors of those competitions and see how we can make those competitions more available for more members.
Awesome. It sure sounds like a lot of work and a lot of time preparing. Jorge, tell me a little bit about how FFA is prepared you for your future career and what you want to do. Well,
it has definitely helped me in a lot of ways, and first on public speaking like I'm doing right now, and it really has helped me on networking, connecting with people, meeting them, and has helped me on leadership and since I want to work later in the future in my dad's dairy farm, it really has helped me in the agricultural part to meet a lot of people that had the same background or similar background. So yeah, that's some of the things that has helped me.
All right, well, thanks for joining us once again, guys. The convention officially kicks off at noon today and runs through Saturday. Reporting downtown, I'm Hernan Gutierrez for WishTV, WishTV.com, and like us on Facebook.
Hernan, thank you. It's 8 minutes after 9 o'clock, 30 degrees downtown.
NBA players and the Pacers mascot got into the spirit of Halloween. Ahead on Daybreak, who Boomer was able to scare when we checked this out.
No scary forecast today. A brighter day expected. Lots of sunshine. Still on the cooler side, but we have some warmer weather for the weekend. Details next.
Wish TV News, reaching more Indiana homes than any TV station in the state.